It's officially soup season, so I'm going to be sharing 5 delicious must-try soup recipes with you today. I love a soup. I like to batch cook it, keep it in my fridge so I can have it throughout the week for my lunch. I feel like it's so warming in my tummy when it's getting cold outside, so I really hope you guys enjoy these recipes. As always, I'll list all the ingredients down below in my description box so you can recreate these really easily at home. The thing I love about these soup recipes is it is minimal prep time, minimal ingredients, but maximum flavor. I really hope you enjoy them, so let's get cooking. Okay, so this soup is going to become a Thai coconut, sweet potato and lime soup. So what I've got in here is I've got 1 onion, I've got 4 cloves of garlic, and then I've got a big nub of ginger. As you can see, this darker one is all the ginger. So I've just blitzed that up. I have got 600 mils of veg stock here, but I've actually used 2 stock cubes. I've got a coconut milk, Thai red curry paste, 2 sweet potatoes, a lime and some coriander. So what I'm going to do is literally put all of this into my soup dish and then just simmer them away into, well, all of it in, but not my coriander. Pop it into my soup dish and then let it just simmer away until the potatoes are nice and soft. It's at that point that you can, this is completely up to you. You can either leave it as it is, but I do like to blitz it down so it's a smooth soup. Then when I serve it, I will just add in a little bit more lime juice, and then you can season this with salt and pepper as well if you want. Just taste it before you do. And then you just want to garnish it with a bit of your coriander. It's a super fresh tasting soup. And if you want to, again, you can just change it up by adding some chicken in here, but it is delicious just as it is. Jeepers creepers, look how sunny it is today. This is so nice. I hope you can see what I've got here, but I'm going to show you, like, talk it through anyway. This soup is going to become a cauliflower cheese soup with a really nice kind of like crispy sage butter drizzled on top. So what I've got here is a whole head of cauliflower. I've got 1 onion. I've got 2 small potatoes here, so I'd say like 1 large potato. I've got some cheddar cheese, and then I've got some parmesan as well. This is just actually what I had left over from a HelloFresh recipe, so I'm just using that. And then I've got some stock here. This is veggie stock with 2 stock cubes. And then what I'm going to do is fill this up again. So it's going to be a litre of water in total. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all put in my onion, my potato, my cauliflower and all of my stock into my pot, and then let that simmer away until it gets nice and soft. Then I'm going to blitz it down so it's really smooth, before adding in both my cheddar cheese and my parmesan. I'm going to let that melt through and make it really delicious and creamy. You will want to season this with salt and pepper, because I do feel like cauliflower needs to have a little bit of salt and pepper as it's a little bit bland. Then once your cheese is all melted, you want to just be frying up some butter and your sage leaves. I like to cut my sage leaves up so they're just like in tiny little pieces. And then when you serve your soup, you then want to just drizzle your delicious buttery sage sauce on top. Okay, next up we're going to have a kind of like Mexican street corn soup. So what I have got in here is I've got 1 onion, and then I've diced up 3 cloves of garlic in here as well. I've got some smoked paprika, I've got some corn, veggie stock, chili flakes, lime, feta cheese and some Greek yogurt as well. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my onion, my garlic, my smoked paprika, my corn and my stock into my pot, and then I'm just going to let those simmer away for about 10 minutes or so. Then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to just like blend it half and half, so it's got a little bit of texture, but it makes it thicker as well with the half that is blended. Then I'm going to squeeze the lime juice into my soup, and I'm also going to pop in about 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Then it's ready to serve. When I serve, I will top this with feta cheese and some chili flakes and finish off with a little garnish of coriander. So this next soup is going to be a harissa carrot and chickpea soup. So what I have got here is some carrots. I've got 1 onion diced up. I've got cumin, harissa, paste, that is, chickpeas, and then at the moment I've got 500 mils of veg stock here with 2 stock cubes, but I'll add another 500 mils to this as well, so there'll be a litre in total. And then I've got some tahini and some black sesame seeds as well. This is for serving. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to put into the pan my onion, my harissa paste, my carrots, the tin of chickpeas drained, some cumin and the stock, and I'm just going to let that simmer away until the carrots have blended. Then you can either, as always, blend this fully, or you can blend it half and half for texture. And then when it is ready to serve, you then want to just add a drizzle of tahini on the top and a scatter of toasted sesame seeds. Super, super delicious. It's like a warming, slightly spicy Morocco vibe soup. So this is going to be a kind of miso mushroom noodle brothy soup. So what I've got here is some mushrooms, some white miso paste. I've got some noodles that are just like straight to the wok. I've got vegetable stock, 500 mils here, and then I've got another stock cube here that I'll add another 500 mil to. I've got some garlic, ginger, and then some toasted sesame seed oil. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to fry off my mushrooms in a little bit of oil at the beginning to make them nice and like golden and cook through a bit. Then I'm gonna add in the garlic and the ginger, which will be all like blitzed up. And then I'm gonna also add in my litre of veg stock. I'm gonna bring that up to a simmer, and then I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoons of white miso paste, and then I'm gonna add in my noodles as well. I'll just cook that for another 5 minutes, and then when it's ready to serve, I will just pop some into a bowl. Oh, I am going to add a sprinkle of spring onions and then a little drizzle of the sesame seed oil. Those are the 5 soups I wanted to share with you today. I really hope you enjoy them. Let me know which one you think will be your favourite and if you give them a try at home. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!